What is going on, melon farmers? D-Mac back with a new little intro thing for today's franchise mode. I recorded 57 minutes worth of footage, and it was all for naught. It was all thrown out. The audio was completely unusable. Now, the audio quality on this should be pretty damn fantastic. Like I said, like I am about to say in this new episode, I am working with some new audio equipment. So I'm still working the bugs out of it and everything, getting the settings exactly where I like them, because I did like the sound of my microphone before. All my stuff is very old and it's starting to wear out, so I did need to kind of upgrade, get some new kind of stuff. Anyway, so 57 minutes worth of this franchise mode has been lost, but there is still, 54 and a half minutes starting at the beginning of the regular season that you guys will get to watch. It is literally a coincidence that like 3 days ago, I asked you guys if you wanted me to do the whole year in one or split it in two. Everyone said do the whole year. And then the episode kind of got split in two and the first half was unusable. Anyway, I'm going to take a quick minute here and I am going to very quickly show you guys everything that happened, because I do still have the raw video file. I do record the audio and video on separate devices because I don't want to overwhelm anything. So I record them at the same time, live on separate devices, and then I just sync them together in the editing process. Anyway, quickly looking over in 5 minutes or less everything that happened in the first half of this episode of the franchise mode. First off, we looked over last year's stats. No surprise there. After that, we did a mildly disappointing draft. It was kind of a crappy draft for us. All of our picks were relatively disappointing. What happened after that? After that, we traded away Tucker Tynan for like a 7th round pick. We traded away Dominic Cahoon for like a 4th round pick, but in doing so saved well over $5 million in cap space, and then irritatingly enough, spent like 20 minutes trying to get a goddamn goalie coach for our NHL team, and another like 15 minutes just trying to work on our AHL staff. It was so much fun. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And now here we are at the beginning of year 7, where the audio quality is going to be relatively not tremendous. I wasn't happy with how much you could hear the controller and everything in it. But when I went into my audio software and tried to work with it, it actually kind of ruined it. And without knowing that, I kind of sort of accidentally saved it all as is, and then went to edit the episode afterwards and was like, this is 100% unusable. And yeah, so anyway, here we are. Sorry that we got that all mixed up. This episode is likely going to be less than an hour long, just less than an hour long. But anyway, here is the second half of the year 7 franchise mode, now that you guys are a little more caught up on everything that happened in the off season. Anyway, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. I'm sorry for the mix up, and everything will be back to normal starting tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So I just recorded like 57 minutes of this franchise mode, and none of the audio is usable. It turned to tin. I'm working with a new mic setup, so I'm trying to get everything all figured out, and it's just given me a lot of problems. So we're basically at the beginning of the regular season. I'm thinking by the time this comes out, I'm probably going to make like a 2-3 minute little intro thing just with a couple little clips from the first half, because I do still have like the raw video file and everything. So I'm hoping I can still kind of work with that. Anyway, this is what our lineup is going to look like for this year. It's going to be Jermaine Trotter, Connor Bedard, and William Nylander, alongside Tom Cizikas, Jack Roslovic, and Ryland Austin. On our third line, we are bringing up Nikolai Ovechkin, that 28th overall pick 2 years ago. He's got EA-ified stats, but he's got ridiculous awareness. He's a ridiculous shooter. He's got good speed, no puck control, very good deking, no durability. So I'm thinking I will play him sheltered minutes and probably just heavily on the power play. Beside him, Klim Kostin and Alex Nylander. We got Marcus Foligno, Cedric Paquette, and Zach Sanford rocking the fourth line. So we get a +5, +2, +2, +2. On defense, Sergachev and Victor Soderstrom with a +2. Hampus Lindholm and Juuso Välimäki getting a +1. and we brought up Miko Peltola, the offensive defenseman, and we wanted to put a decent defensive defenseman beside him, so we went with Jonas Siegenthaler, who's now 30 years old, but he's got very good defensive awareness, which should make up for Peltola's lack of defensive awareness. So, I kind of like this team. Also, I got Johnny Gibson for the final year of his contract, and our boy, Rocky Flippin' Khan, coming up to make his NHL debut as our backup this season. The second-round pick 3 years ago. He was an overager. He was 19 years old when we drafted him. So now, what we are going to do is fix our special teams, where we got William Nylander, Jack Roslovic, Jermaine Trotter, Mikhail Sergachev, and Connor Bedard. I think what I would do is put Connie Bedard here, and so we got Connor Bedard. He's a sniper, so Tommy Cizikas can stay down there. Otherwise, we got Ryland Austin. He's halfway decent. I think what I would do, honestly, is put Jack Roslovic here, and probably put like Vicky Soderstrom up there. And I'm thinking we are going to use, like, would it be Valimaki? Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to get rid of Sanford and probably put Juuso Valimaki out there. They don't get a plus on that second power play unit, but I did want to play Jack Roslovic pretty heavy this season. He's 30 years old, just signed that contract extension. 6 years, 5.6. I highly doubt he is going to finish out this contract, but you never know. Anyway, so on that second power play unit, we got Connie Bedard, Sergachev, Nylander, and I'm thinking maybe we will use, who should we use? Klim Kostin? Yeah, probably said, no, that doesn't really work. So what's the problem? Oh, maybe Sergachev? Not really, eh? What if I was to move, Jesus, what could I use? Trotter in place of Willie Nee. Ryland Austin, who's a playmaker, right? Yeah, he's a playmaker. We got Willie Nee. He's also a playmaker. Tommy Cizikas is a sniper with Vicky Soderstrom. Oh my goodness, how am I forgetting about all this stuff? Jeez. So Juuso Valimaki. So instead of Valimaki, I don't know how I didn't think of this a second ago, I think I might use Peltola. He is an offensive defenseman, and I would like to get him some points, but I'll keep Victor Soderstrom. Not Victor Soderstrom. Who am I thinking of? Juuso Valimaki. He's going to be a big-time penalty killer for us. You know what I mean? So we got Cedric Paquette, Zach Sanford, Valimaki, and I'm thinking Soderstrom? On that second power play unit, Roslovic, Foligno, Siegenthaler, and Hampus Lindholm. But I'm actually kind of leaning towards putting Vicky Soderstrom down and putting Hampus Lindholm up here. He is 33 years old, so he is going to start declining pretty soon. It's this year and next year, and then his contract is up anyway. So, on the three-man penalty kill, we got Paquette, Valimaki, and Soderstrom. And then we got Zach Sanford. No, probably not, man. Cedric Paquette. Who else do we got? Nikolai Ovechkin. I actually totally gapped on Nikolai Ovechkin. What about Marcus Foligno? He's absolutely terrible. So I'm thinking we'll probably end up going with Roslovic. Siegenthaler, Sergachev? No. Roslovic, Siegenthaler, and Lindholm yet again. So if I could swap these guys, yeah, Lindholm, we want to play him heavy. So now I got to go back to the power play because we got Nikolai Ovechkin. It's another guy we got to start worrying about. I would love to put him, Victor Soderstrom. He's young. That's the thing. So oh, man. Where would he fit? What if I was to put him on the second power play unit? What's Ryland Austin again? 75. And then we were to put Nikolai Ovechkin, who shoots right. We could put him on that left side. Yeah, I'm thinking we go with something like that. And then Jack Roslovic would be off the power play, but then he's heavy on the penalty kill, man. All right, there we go. Back to extras. We'll go to 4-on-4 lines where we got Bedard, Trotter, Sergachev, Soderstrom, Roslovic, Nylander, Valimaki, Lindholm. I like that. Tommy Cizikas, Nikolai Ovechkin, Siegenthaler, Peltola. Tommy Cizikas, he can win a face-off if he has to, man. All right. 3-on-3, Bedard, Trotter, Soderstrom, Roslovic, Nylander, Sergachev, Cizikas, Ovechkin, Valimaki. I actually kind of love that. And then Tommy Gibson and Rocky Khan as our 2 goaltenders. So, that is going to take care of the edit line screen. So what we are gonna do is we are going to get to the end of the preseason, see how we feel. They want to give me Dylan Coughlin for that 7th round pick starter. Bourdon, I took him last year, not this year just past, but the year before. In the 7th round, 199th overall, I do not want to trade him. I kind of like the guy. Auto-assigned promo nights, I'm not worried about that. Get out of my life. Let's go. And let's see if we can at least win a couple of games. Dude, we're 1-6. What is going on? 1-7 in the preseason. Willie Nee he had 11 points in 8 games in the preseason. So yeah, again, the preseason doesn't tell you anything. You know what I mean? It's like, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to get through the month of October. We're going to get to November 1st and just pray that we can stay healthy. Cole Fonstad, that's Sudbury. I'm not worried about that. Big win. And I'm going to say best lines, and that's how I'm going to do the AHL this year, man. Passed. We got our home opener. That was another win. All right. So the Central Scout rankings, I'm not going to look at until later in the season because we barely have any picks. They want to give me Oliver Ekman-Larsson for Bourdon and Peterson, another prospect that I drafted a little while back. We are 5-1. Pasi Ramo, he's a defensive prospect that we got. My goodness, dude, we're like seriously getting her done here, man. Look at this. We went 7-1-2 in the month of October. Holy crap-a-moly. And Mikhail Sergachev has 9 points in 10 games. That's insanity, dude. Mikhail Sergachev's having a fantastic start to the year. Look at this guy. 9 points in 10 games after a 48-point season where he had 18 flipping goals. Oh, man. I think we basically had him since the start, right? Yeah, we've had Sergachev since like year 1. That's actually kind of wild, man. I totally gapped on the fact that we have had Mikhail Sergachev for pretty much his entire career. Now we look at Mr. Ryland Austin on that second line. He has 6 points in 10 games, and he is in his 3rd season in the National Hockey League. He had 53 points last year, looking like he could very easily do that again. He has 85 career points in 171 games, the playmaker, but boy, can he shoot. Nikolai Ovechkin, 4 goals, 1 assist in 10 games played on the 3rd line. He's looking like he could be a 40-point guy. Jack Roslovic, I am waiting for him to pick it up just a little bit more. Still looking like he could be a 40-point guy. Mr. Connie Bedard struggling out of the gate, but I think a lot of it, he might be overplayed. I think there is a chance Connie Bedard might be playing too much, man. He is in his 5th regular season in the National Hockey League. All of them have been with us. He was the 2nd overall pick after D to the Mac 2 years in. Marcus Foligno, Cedric Paquette. Yeah, these guys still looking real good. Valimaki, Soderstrom. Not a lot of points coming from defensemen. And there's my boy Miko Peltola, -1. He has 1 assist. So we're hoping we can pick that up. And look at this. Jonas Siegenthaler only playing 14.58 a night. He's a -1, has 8 penalty minutes. Doesn't have the greatest discipline in the world. But let's see who we got in net. Gibby has played every game. And he has a .939 save percentage with a 1.65 goals against average in his first 10. So that's kind of redonkulous. And you know what? Let's just keep going with it then. Let's just keep it up. Let's get through November. I think, honestly, this could be a relatively short franchise mode simply because... So I recorded for 57 minutes of off-season before... I stopped and I went through it and I checked everything. We're 13-1-2. That is insane. It's going to be weaker than normal. There you go. But yeah, 57 minutes of off-season is what I had. Wow, we just lost a lot of games in a row. So there's November gone. Now we're 15-7-2. So what were we? 7-1-2. So after that, we went 8-6-0. 8-6-0 in the month of November in 14 games. Anyway, 57 minutes of off-season is what I recorded. Then I stopped everything, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to take a little gander at how this sounds and everything, because I'm using a new microphone. And after I went through it all, I realized it was completely unusable garbage. But now, through the month of November into December 1st, 2027, Alex Nylander is leading the parade. So after an absolutely stupendous first month of the season, and look at this, Connie Bedard picked her right up. 14 goals, 6 assists. Jermaine Trotter, 20 points in 24 games. Ryland Austin, still killing it, man. Willie Nee, 15 and 24. I expected a little more out of him, but I'm not overly upset about it. And Mikhail Sergachev has also fallen off the map a little bit. But Nikolai Ovechkin, baby, he's on over a 20-goal pace. He is on over a 40-point pace. He's on a 41-point pace. Jack Roslovic not doing quite so well. That fourth line still really getting her done. 6 points, 8 points, 9 points. They're looking real solid. My boy Miko Peltola, 6 points in 24 games. If he could have a 20 to 25 point season, I'd be totally happy with that. Siegenthaler got on the board as well. Now let's see what is going down with these tendies, man. Okay, so I think Gibby is overplaying. I think big time. John Gibson is overplaying right now. He has fantastic numbers still, but they're definitely a step down compared to what they were. Rocky Khan has played 3 games. He has 1 win, 9-29, 2.20. He has a 1-1 record in his first 2 National Hockey League starts. He's allowed 5 goals on 71 shots. So I'm kind of fine with that. And like I said, I like the fact that Rocky Khan is kind of big. Like, he's a stocky goalie. Too often you see a goaltender that's like 6'2", 6'3". He's like 170 pounds. It's like there's no meat on them at all. I like my goalie to have a little beef on him, man. All right, so let's get back to the calendar. I'm looking at my microphone thing, and it says I'm like peaking, and I really hope I'm not. I really hope I'm not peaking. It also is telling me that there's like a lot of static noise, so I'm hoping it's not literal static. And I'm hoping this is usable. I don't want to lose an entire year of the franchise mode, you know what I mean? View draft class? No, we'll do that a little later on. So they want Kobasu, and they want to give me a 3rd round pick for him. I'm not willing to do that, though. And I'm really hoping we can start picking up some wins here, man. There you go. 3 in a flippin' row. We just picked up almost 4 in a row. We got a fantastic record still, and that's definitely what you want. Cedric Paquette, no. Oh, man. December 29th. That's not that bad, you know. Cedric Paquette, not exactly a guy you want to lose, but things could be worse. You know what I mean? So we got Austin Wagner, who's not a great face-off guy. The only saving grace is that he fits everywhere, and nobody can take face-offs on this line. So let's just keep going. Reese Flaherty, best lines, baby. Nope, not trading you that goaltendy. Cedric Paquette. He wasn't... Okay, never mind. No. Okay, the month is over, and now Cedric Paquette is ready to come back. He only missed a couple of games. I totally gapped on how late into the month we actually were, but we were still able to come up with an incredibly good record. We are 25-9-3, 37 games into this season. This regular season is going really quick, and Alex Nylander on the 3rd damn line is like really killing it for us right now. You know what I mean? So here we go. Down to the 4th line where Austin Wagner played 3 games, only 8 minutes and blah-bitty-blah seconds a night. I don't remember what it said, but let's get Cedric Paquette back out there. He's playing more like 11 minutes a night. Rocky Khan now has played 4 games, looking real solid with a 9.39 and a 1.92. Halfway through the season, I'd like to see him play more games. I really wish you could control that. You know what I mean? I wish I could go in and be like, this elite goalie, I want him to play. I wish you could set it, you know? I wish you could set it to say, like, this goalie, I want him to play 30 games this year. This goalie, I want him to play 27 games this year. So the other goalie, I'll play him 55. You know what I mean? So here we go. Take a look at stats. Alex Nylander, 31 points in 37 games. He is leading this team. Ryland Austin picking her right up where he left off, baby. And we got him signed to a nice extension. Mikhail Sergachev still looking good. Nikolai Ovechkin. I was really hoping he would have grown by now, but it's all right. It's all right. Everybody's looking good, man. Everybody's looking real solid. Miko Peltola, double-digit points. First half of the season. Still a couple games to go in that first half. I'm totally fine with that, baby. All right, what do we got? We are going to go to the entire league real quick, where we got Hannu Hentunen, 2022 second-round pick. Wow. Clayton Heinote and Connor McDavid. There you go. He's actually on more than a 100-point pace. He hit 100 points one time, and he is basically at 1,200 points in his career, much less than 1,000 games. Still will not be at 1,000 games played at the end of this season. I really just need this game to learn how to McDavid, because it's really bad at it. All right, so what we're going to do is go to view contracts and see, is there anybody expiring? We've got Klim Kostin, who's expiring, Foligno, Koltsov. He is our scratch defender. There's not really anyone to worry about. Gibby wants to come back. Franson doesn't. Graylinger doesn't. One of these guys can go, and I'm thinking Franzen's going to be the guy on his way out. Because next year, Mr. Marcel Bourdon is probably going to be our backup in the AHL. Athletically, he's fan-flippantastic. Got him in the 7th round. Pretty jacked about that. All right, so let's just quickly get through the month of January. There we go. Like I said, again, I apologize for the fact that we lost what is probably going to turn out to be half of this video. I would be almost surprised if this video even ends up being an hour long. I'd be surprised, because our team was so good last year. It's like we kind of just went with what we had, and I'm kind of fine with that idea. But it's like, I'm not going to go back and fake doing audio over like an hour worth of stuff just to like pretend it didn't screw up. Again, Central Scout rankings will look later, man. We just got like 10 losses in a damn row, and they're just still coming. Okay, how many losses in a row is this? Loss, shootout loss. So 0-1-1, 0-2-1, 0-3-1, 0-4-1, 0-5-1, 0-6-1 in our last 7. That's pretty damn bad. We still have a pretty good record. We are number 1 in the Atlantic, like number 5 in the NHL. But Ryland Austin now leads this team. We have had 1 injury this year for 3 games, and it was a 4th damn liner, which tells me I am due for a lot of injuries. And I'm not going to be happy about them, because they're all going to happen at the 75 game mark. But Ryland Austin grew to 86 overall. He has over 100 career points. I'm really digging this kid, man. 6th overall pick 5 years ago. It took him 2 years of growth. That was the year that we got the number 2 pick. What was it? Number 2, number 3, number 6. We got Ryland Austin, Connor Bedard, and Cameron Fye, who we ended up trading away. And I don't remember what we got for him. Something tells me it was like Victor Soderstrom and like a 1st round pick or something. And look at this. Willie Nee and Alex Nee. Look at that. 36 points apiece. Jermaine Trotter kind of dropping off the face of the earth right now. He only has 5 goals. Nikolai Ovechkin looking good, up at 80 overall. He did grow a little bit. Klim Kostin still not picking her up, though. I'm not overly jazzed about that. So let's take a look at our attendees, where my boy Rocky Khan, 928 save percentage, 2.26 goals against average. According to this, he has 5 starts in 50 games. That's the problem. Johnny Gibson is starting too many games because EA sucks. So that's probably what's causing us to lose a ton of these games, is the fact that Gibson is playing every damn night. They're just not changing him out. So here we go. Let's get through the month of February. We'll get near the trade deadline. And what do you do, right? See, look, we're probably still playing him. Oh, can't buy a damn win right now. This is brutal. Holy crap, Nikolai Ovechkin. That was the big problem with Nikolai Ovechkin. It was like, dude, he's fantastic, but you must know the guy's made of glass. So here we go. We're going to use Austin Wagner in his stead. And that +1 is just going to have to do. No, I'm not going to put Wags up on the second line. So Nikolai Ovechkin is off that power play. What is this? Cizikas. Well, we'll go with Alex Nylander. Yeah. Willie Nee and Alex Nee. I'm going to have to go into special teams, and I'm going to have to edit the power play real quick because now we got Austin Wagner here. So I'm going to put Tommy Cizikas up there. And, who do we want to use? Hampus Lindholm, maybe? Sure, why not? We'll give him a little extra ice time. He's playing less than 20 minutes a game. He's 34 years old at this point. So, let's get back out of here. Skip on ahead. We got to start. There we go. We got to start winning those games again, baby. Got to start winning some games. 2 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. I like it. I like it. Come on, another win. Nikolai Ovechkin. We're going to leave him out until, well, just now, because we are now officially 1 day before the trade deadline. Ryland Austin still leads the team with 49 points. So we're 6-4 in our last 10. I'm still thinking I probably skip the trade deadline. I usually don't jump into it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't jump into the trade deadline. I usually like the team I have, and I don't really want to go with it too much. You know, I don't want to mess with anything too much. You know what I mean? So I do like to basically skip the trade deadline. So what did I had him on extras too, I think. Who was it? No, it was 3-on-3. You know what? I think I'll stick with Alex Nylander anyway because he is the better player. But now having Nikolai Ovechkin back, pretty good with that, dude. So, oh man, all right. You know what? We're gonna go. We're going to go into our stats, and we're going to see who's really not doing her. You know what I mean? Alex Nylander has 40 points in 64 games on the third line and is somehow a minus. Nikolai Ovechkin has missed 8 games. He's a -2, but he's kind of awful. He's going to grow into that. Honestly, I don't know, man. What do? Do you get rid of, like, Klim Kostin? You know what I mean? Do you move Klim Kostin, who's 28? He's not getting her done. He's on like a 25-point pace right now. That's pretty damn bad. I'm almost thinking about moving Klim Kostin and maybe going for like a veteran maybe? I don't know. Maybe go for a two-way forward veteran, something like that. Someone who can just, you know, be a cornerstone kind of player or like, not a cornerstone, that was stupid, like a defensive pillar kind of player, you know what I mean? Some like what we had with Kopitar. You know what I mean? So that could be maybe something that I could think about. Hold on, I want to go to edit lines real quick. Yeah, it's like Klim Kostin. Like we had a great run, you know, with Klim Kostin. We had a great run. He's one of those. He's like Jeff Skinner. If you really look at him, he's kind of like Jeff Skinner. He has a down year, and then a good year. And then a down year, and then a good year. And now a down year, you know, it's like 1 year's good, the next year's bad. 1 year's good, the next year's bad. So I'm kind of thinking about maybe moving him and, yeah, just trying to find something else. Miko Peltola grew to 78. He is officially like an NHL caliber defenseman. Not a very good one, but he is one. Go to Tendies, where in 59 games, Jesus, Gibby. Oh, you're overplaying, buddy. Rocky Khan's just not playing games. They're just like, is it the coach, I guess? It's the coach, right? That's who it falls on. Because like there's coaching staff on teams and stuff where it's like roll 3 lines, stuff like that. Like you can look it up, right? Where they're like, they like to, let's see, balance style. This coach will tend to juggle lineups based on the roster structure provided by the GM and will rely on rolling all 4 lines. Power play shooting, power play carry dump is balanced. Where is there anything for, there's nothing for goalies. You know what I mean? Where's the goalie stuff? That's what I want to see. I wish they would show that so you could see with your coach how he likes to play his goalies. What about like Puistola?
He doesn't have any information. This is like, oh, it's frustrating, man. Yeah, I think it's time for Klim Kostin to go. And I think we look for like a veteran center. You know what I mean? Someone who's like a similar overall, but is maybe a little older. What do we got? Hold on. I would have to... Ooh, what about like a Bobo? What is he? 87. They would want a top 2 defenseman. You guys are hilarious, by the way. Christian Vesalainen, he's a sniper. 28-31. Jordan Greenway. Oh, man. Could you imagine? So we got Klim Kostin. They got Jordan Greenway. I think I'm going to click on Greenway. You imagine just get that different perspective, man. He's 31. Look at the poise. Oh, I love it. He's got like no friggin' discipline whatsoever. Fits line 2. And the penalty kill. 2 years at 5.3. I'm not going to put him line 2, but I'm sure he would fit on... Okay, so hold on. We'll go down to Klim Kostin. So it would be... That puts us a lot closer to the cap again, but I honestly think this could potentially make us a better team. What if I did 2 6ths and a 7th with Klim Kostin for Jordan Greenway, sending Klim Kostin to Seattle and getting Jordan Greenway in Sault Ste. Marie. Can we do her? Trade rejected. Not even a little bit. All right, so Klim Kostin, a 4th and a future 3rd. Now this is getting one-sided. Let's make her happen. There you go. Klim Kostin is gone. Jordan Greenway is on the damn team. And I think I'm pretty much done. What if I was to... Oh. I don't know. The problem with Capo Caco is he's a rental. You know what I mean? He'd be fantastic. He fits line 1, but he's only got 1 year left on that contract. I was almost thinking, what if we were to move like Willie Nee for Capo Caco? You know, get a 27-year-old for a 31-year-old. But you know what? Nylander's honestly doing better than Caco is anyway. I like Capo Caco. I thought it would be interesting to maybe put him on the team. But you know what? Yeah, we're going to exit the deadline. Like I said, Gibby's contract is up after this year is done. So that gives us a lot to go with here. Oh, man. And then we can... Eric Howla. What are you saying, bud? Nope. No thanks, buddy. No thanks. All right, so now we're moving on ahead. Oh, I made... Damn it, I'm going to have to redo all the lines again, aren't I? Maybe not. Too bad? All right, let's go. Jordan Greenway, Nikolai Ovechkin, Alex Nylander. Wow, now we don't really have much of a center for this line. I'll put Greenway on the side. I'll put Nikolai Ovechkin on the center. Oh. Okay, this thing is like hella confusing though, so hold on. Paquette, Sanford, Foligno. They only changed a couple little guys around there. No, Ryland Austin's going to have to stick it out on that second line. For the defense, nothing has changed. Okay, that's good. Now, can we play Rocky Khan in the second half of this season? Like, is that remotely possible? Because otherwise, it's like, dude, he's going to be like 81 next year. And I need him to be like a starting goaltender. You know what I mean? So, like, let's go back to special teams. See what we got. Tommy Cizikas. We got Jordan Greenway. So I think what I'm going to do... Ryland Austin. Yeah, he works. Right shot. Tommy Cizikas is also a right shot. Jordan Greenway. I think we remove him. And if I'm not mistaken, go with Nikolai Ovechkin, baby. There you go. Jackie Boy Roslovic. Something tells me I wasn't nuts about that idea. Rossi, 37 points plus 12. I don't mind. You know what? We'll just keep that exactly the way it is. Roslovic, Nylander. Yeah, it was... Who was it? Was it Trotter? Bedard, Nylander, Trotter, Sergachev. And instead of Roslovic, try like Jordan Greenway? No. Well, I could go Ryland Austin anyway. Tommy Cizikas. Ryland Austin. Yeah. So Austin could be the center with Greenway and Cizikas and Victor Soderstrom, Paquette, Roslovic. Sure. Bedard Sanford. Huh. That's funny. Okay, so the way I had this was Jack Roslovic over here. Zach Sanford was down there. No, he was up there. Instead of Cedric Paquette, we had... Where are you? Marcus Foligno, baby. We got Siegenthaler, Vicky Soderstrom with Valimaki and Hampus Lindholm. That was the guy. Cedric Paquette, nope. Valimaki Sergachev, nope. Hampus Lindholm, yup. There you go. Now we got to go to extras again. Make sure this is all fixed up. Bernard Trotter, Sergachev, Soderstrom, Roslovic, Nylander, Lindholm, Valimaki, Cizikas, Ovechkin, Koltsov, Siegenthaler. I like it. Bedard, Trotter, Soderstrom, Roslovic, Nylander, Sergachev, Cizikas, Ovechkin, Valimaki. Nope. Instead, we are going to go Alex Nylander. Now we got our lines all done up nice. Except where all is Jordan Greenway again? I got to see. Hold on. Jordan Greenway, third line center, which is terrible. And we only get a +1. For whatever reason, wait, did he have a 67? So that's good enough. Okay, so where did he go? You know what if Greenway went here? He's a left winger, Jordan Greenway, power forward, still +3. I could just find, if I put Ryland Austin up there, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? So yeah, Jordan Greenway, we are going to give him every opportunity to put up decent point totals. And now, honestly, let's get to the end of the regular season. I like this team. I think we have what it takes, man. So let's get to the end of the regular season and see what we can accomplish. Shootout loss, still get a point. Loss, not great. Shootout loss, very bad. What's happening here? There's a win. We needed that. Another win. View draft class. Now we can start looking at the draft class. Of course, Edgar Dalton is a franchise power forward, and we do not have a draft pick until, I'm going to say, the 90s. I'm going to say probably the 80s or 90s. Ooh, 78. Jan Ozang, or Ozens. Jan Ozens? Is that his name? 3 years out, low top 6. I like him. Dominic Cabina. Goal scoring, no weakness. There's no wrong answer there. What do we got? Topi Louie. What a name. I like it. Valery Zubov, 6'5", 215, the overager. Jesus. All right, we're up in the 90s now. Who's this? Victor Bykov. 4 years out. Hey, take a flyer on him. This guy, we know he's medium top 9. 3 years out. Walter Hansen. And he's a center. He's a little guy, but he's a center. Nicholas Oduya. I like it. None. 4 years out. Could be interesting. 110. What do we got here? Jack Thomas. Tim Thomas's son? What's up? Kirill Artukin. Two-way forward. 5 years out. Jerome Hebert. What else do we got? Earl Gabo. That's a cool name. 4 years out, 119. Let's just keep on keeping on here. Another one we know is a top 9 guy, Alexei Samsonov. I feel like there was an Alexei Samsonov. Sergei Zbruev, two-way forward, 5 years out. Not interested, Joakim Tuomainen, 19-year-old Tendy McWendy. Man, take a look at him, I suppose. Low elite, low top 9. Is there anything down here that tickles our fancy at all? Pascal Roux. It's a cool name, man. I like your name. But nah, I don't think I'm going to take a look at you. Ooh, medium top 9. Milan Prusik, 20 years old, overager, 4 years out. I like those guys. Mika Blomqvist, no weakness, 4 years out. Sure, low top 4? Probably not. Probably low 7th D, if I had to guess. Do we have anyone else that stands out as potentially magnifique? Not overly, eh? Ooh, could we get another steal? Gustav Semenov, hybrid goaltender, 3 years out. So he's probably fringe starter, and he's probably 70 overall or something ridiculous. Seen that happen a couple of times. It's a guy that's 1 year out from the NHL, but he has like low backup potential, so he just won't grow ever. All right, so that's far enough. Let's get through her, man. 38, 27, and 8. And now we need to get a couple of wins, and we need goaltending to show up. Cameron Craig looking real solid. Chase Ryder also injured. Very bad timing. Cameron Craig, all right. Best lines. Oh, yeah, we're pulling ahead again. Best lines. LA Kings, there's a shootout loss. Come on, fellas. 7-5 loss, brutal. 7-5 win after that 7-5 loss. The regular season is over. 43-30-9 is our record at the end of the regular season, where Ryland Austin, the shocker of the century, we had 95 points as a team at the end of the regular season. Ryland Austin, 70-point season. I think there's a chance. I think he could go to elite next year. Tommy Cizikas on that second line, 62 points for him. Willie Nee, another 60-point season for him. Connie Bedard, kind of a step-down year, man. Jermaine Trotter, big-time step-down year. Just glad he was able to finally stay healthy. Mikhail Sergachev looked solid as always. We got him for 4 more years. Jackie Boy, 54 points again. I'm so glad I kept him. Jordan Greenway, how did he look? We got him just this year and next, man. 11 points in 18 games on the third line. It appears as though he kind of bounced around a little bit, man. So he went from Minnesota to Vegas, then spent a year in Vegas, then went to Seattle, kind of crapped out a little bit in Seattle, came to us, and really started to succeed pretty damn well. Nikolai Ovechkin, 25 goals in his rookie season. I knew he would be very effective. Sanford, 17 goals, 13 assists, 30 points on the fourth line. Wildness. Juuso Välimäki looking real solid. Not really with the points, but the plus-minus is great. Hampus Lindholm, he'll start dropping next year. Paquette looked good. Vicky Soderstrom was surprisingly not tremendous considering how much ice time he was getting and everything. Miko Peltola, 16 points. He missed a fair amount of time. I feel like I forgot to put him back out there when he got injured. Is he still out or something? Maxime Koltsov. Oh, I wasn't paying close enough attention. What an idiot. All right, what do we got? John Gibson played 76 games. Wow. Rocky Khan played 12. And he went 2-6-2 in the 10 games he actually started. Wow, this game is so bad sometimes. It's like getting worse by the year, man. Getting worse by the year. Connor McDavid, 114 points. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. D to the Mac. 23 years old. 110-point season for the two-way forward. My goodness. After an 80-point year, he is about a point-per-game player here in D to the right. 2 years left at 11.6, and he very well could be a frickin' what? He could be the unrestricted free agent. We could potentially pick him up. He had a 110-point season. I want to check something really quick. Is the auto-rotate goalies off or something? What is happening? So, as a team, we ended up third in our division. If I remember correctly, last season, the Montreal Canadiens won the Stanley Cup. They have 99 points, and we are going to face them in the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So, AHL season also complete. The boys, I do not believe, made the playoffs this year. So, let's see if anybody grew. Oh, Cammy Craig, baby. 78 overall. He's another one. Tremendous shooter. Jorge Purcell, second-round pick by the Snow a couple years ago. Brian Dalton, fourth-round pick. That's right. Josh Lawrence, Gustav Skogolev. Doesn't really look like anyone grew too much. Ooh, Kai Gorodov, he's ready next year. Oh, look at his friggin' stats. The guy's an animal. Mikhail Mironov, Chase Ryder. So we'll go to Tendies, where my boy, Charlie Franzen, 11 games. Oh, that was in the playoffs last year. He played 65 games. Carl Graylinger, 28 games played. He was decent enough, But now I got to go back here to the edit line screen, go to our defense where Maxim Koltsov is still out there. I did not expect that, did not think that was going to happen. Instead, I'd like Miko Peltola to be out there. So, the regular season is over. We're up against the Montreal Canadiens here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So let's get after it, man. Game 1, round 1, first period, 1-1 tie. Cedric Paquette puts one in the net. Second period, 2-2 tie. Jackie Boy Roslovic. We're getting heavily outshot in this one, though, man. And in the third, 2-2. So, ×8 simulation. Let's go. Overtime time. Montreal has 50 shots on goal. It's kind of insane. But this, oh, what? Jermaine Trotter with the overtime winner, baby. Got outshot 50-32. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm talking about. This is what Gibson is supposed to be doing in the playoffs. Facing 50 shots and just stealing you games. Here we go, baby. Play next game. Stimulate. Here we go. At the Bell Center. Game 2, round 1. First period. 1-0. Jermaine Trotter again, baby. Again, heavily outshot. Second period. 1-0 still. Third period. 2-1. We're up 2-0 in the series, man. Are we finally getting out of the first round? I said that and I just totally jinxed us. So we actually took both games in Montreal. And now we're at home, baby. So here we go. Game 3, round 1, first period. 1-0 Sault Ste. Marie. My boy Ryland Austin. Second period, 2-2 tie. Nikolai Ovechkin puts in his first career playoff goal. And in the third, 3-3 tie. It's Willie Nee. ×8 simulation. And 34 seconds. Yeah, 34 seconds in. Montreal gets their first victory of the playoffs. It went to overtime. Jermaine Trotter, point-per-game player here in the playoffs. We can't let them beat us twice at home here. I think I jinxed us, man. Game 4, first period, 1-0 Sault Ste. Marie. It's Vicky Soderstrom. Second period, 1-0 Sault Ste. Marie. Again, being outshot more than 2-1 in this game. Third period, tied at 1. Another overtime game. Oh, man, here we go. Oh, and they freaking tied the series. Mitch Marner puts it home past John Gibson. And it's 2-2 going back to Montreal. Gosh darn. Not the comeback I was hoping for. Like, not at all, man. So we'll hit that stimulate button. First period, game 5. 0-0. I think it's going to get tough to score soon. Second period, 2-0 Montreal. Williams and Matt Benning get the goals. And in the third, 3-1, Willie Nee gets it. Dude, we went up 2-0 in this series. And Montreal just won 3 in a row. We are facing elimination. Like, this is wild. Oh, game 6. Oh, Jesus. All right, we'll go ×8 for the rest of it. Guys, we got to get back in this, dude. We're facing elimination. There we go. Nikolai Ovechkin puts one home to make it 2-1. Cut the lead in half. What can't we accomplish moving forward? Not a high-shooting game, I got to say. But it's like, John Gibson, what happened to you, buddy? It's like you're disappearing on me here. All right, approaching the end of the second period. It's all or nothing. This is for all the damn bacon, man. 2-1. 1 period left. This is it. This is the final, potentially the final period of the playoffs in what might be the worst episode of this franchise mode ever. Let's do it. 20 minutes on the clock, and let's get back into this game against Montreal. Oh, no, Montreal power play. Oh, another one. What are you doing? Jesus, guys. What are you doing? Oh, my God. They just took 3 third-period penalties. We're about to lose. Come on, power play. Jesus. Empty net. Oh. Why do they have to give you hope like that, man? Oh. We're out in the first round in 6 again. What do I have to do? What do I have to do to just go somewhere in the playoffs, man? Do I have to, like, play the games physically? Is that what we're going to have to do? Are we going to have to jump in and, like, you know, in the next episode, we'll simulate all the way to the playoffs, and then for the next couple of episodes, we'll play all the playoffs or something? Is that what we're going to have to do? Because I'll do that. Man, what a catastrophic way to end the glitchiest video, the glitchiest episode we've ever had. You put the two of them together, currently, we are at an hour and 45 minutes. You know? Like exactly an hour and 45 minutes. But this is like a 48-minute section. It's not okay. So now we're simulating on ahead to see what happened in the damn playoffs. That is catastrophic, man. That's heartbreaking. Central Scout rankings at the beginning of the next one. That's what it's going to have to be, you know what I mean? That's the best I got for you. The Montreal Canadiens win back-to-back. No, it wasn't Montreal. Hold on. I'm going to go. I got to stop doing stuff. I'm going to go back and look at the awards because I'm actually, if I remember correctly, pretty sure that the Washington Capitals, yeah. So Montreal won it 2 years ago and this year. So Colorado, Anaheim, Montreal, Washington, and then Montreal again. Wow. President's Trophy, the Avalanche, Ducks made it to the finals, Habs made it to the finals. Individual awards, Connor McDavid with the Art Ross. D-Mac wins the Hart Trophy. Is he someone we're going to go for at some point? You know what I mean? Could you imagine trade Connor Bedard for D-Mac or something? Be wild. All right, James Norris goes to Bustalainen. Patty Kane with the bang. That's what I'm talking about, baby. He's still go. Wow. How old is Kaner at this point? Brooks with the Calder. Suzuki with the Smythe. Hart with the Vezina. Hart with the Jennings. Good for you, buddy. Edvinson. The Adams goes to Barlow. D-Mac with the Selke. D-Mac with the Lindsay. High note with the Richard Trophy, man. I'm wondering. Hold the phone, man. So I'm going to go player search. I'm going to put Connor Bedard in here. Okay, so we're going to type in Connor Bedard. We're going to put him in here. I'm going to pin him to my watch list. And then I'm going to go McDonald. And we'll back that ass up. Hit switch. D to the Mac. Pin to watch list. Oh my god, D-Mac actually has more value. Oh my. Okay. So D-Mac has like substantially, he went to franchise. This guy's going to be impossible to peel away. He doesn't fit anyway. Oh my goodness. I would not be surprised if Connor Bedard lost his franchise tag at some point. Because he's like he's not getting any better. You know what I mean? My goodness. Anyway, that's like, we're going to get to a couple of days before the draft and everything. We'll go a day before player retirement. Figure out what order everything was in. Florida wins the draft lottery. Wow. The mighty have fallen. We're one day before then. Let's take a look. If there was any kind of growth or drop, we might see some of it now, and it gives you a good indication of what's coming. So Jermaine Trotter, everyone looks like they kind of just stayed where they were. Cizikas dropped a bit. Greenway dropped a bit. Lindholm stayed the same. Alex Nylander dropped a bit. Oh, baby. Nikolai Ovechkin grew. Look at the awareness. He is going to be an absolute unit next year, man. This guy's going to be a beauty. Peltola looks like he pretty much stayed put. And I want to look at goaltenders where Rocky Khan didn't really get the chance to play. We got Johnny Gibson now. I think, you know what, regardless, I think it's Rocky Khan's net. I think Gibby's gone, man. What would he want? 2 years, 6.3, 6.4 for a year. You know what I mean? But Gibby, I think he's got to be gone. I don't know. I don't know what you do. You know what I mean? I don't know what you do with that. So, yeah, like I said, this episode, is likely going to be like less than an hour long, which I am very sorry about. It would have been about a 2-hour episode, or an hour and 50 minutes long, almost a 2-hour episode if the first half hadn't screwed up. So like I said, while I'm editing it, I'm going to take some clips out of the first half because I do still have the raw video file. So I'm going to go through it, just pick out some clips of maybe some important stuff that happened, maybe make like a 5-minute montage while I'll be talking to you guys a little bit. Maybe we'll try and bump it up to about an hour in length anyway. But that is going to do it for me for this one, man. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. There's new videos coming all the freaking time. And until next time, you beautiful melon farmers, have a good one.